Hi guys, Zach here with another Command & Conquer Red Alert video. In this game I'm playing a free-for-all match on the map Hamburger Hill. I'm starting in the top right position, playing as the Soviets. Now one of the things about Hamburger Hill is it is very different depending on where you start. Some places where you start have gem patches, like just pure gems. Other places have gem and ore patches. And I'm on one of the places that only has gem and ore, so it's maybe a weaker starting position than some of the other places, although because it's in the top right it's quite sheltered, which is sort of an advantage, which means I may not get attacked as early on. But there are only 4 players in this match, so we'll have to see where the others start. And immediately you can see I'm directing my ore truck to get some gems straight off. And I'm just sending some of my infantry out to scout and just try and get a bit of the map uncovered and find out which other opponents are close to me. And I'm just going to be building that war factory, and I'm going to be getting a couple of ore trucks out straight away. So I'll get my war factory placed there. Now what you'll notice is I'm expanding up towards the top of the map. And the reason I'm doing that is I'm trying to get to the other ore patch, because what I need to do is I need to expand to other ore patches, else the ore I'm using is going to run out very quickly. And yeah, you can just see I'm just building some power plants which will let me reach that ore patch a bit quicker. And then get another ore refinery to put on that ore patch. And you can see I've got actually a bit of Yellow's base uncovered. The thing about where Yellow's starting is it's very dangerous for me, because he's starting like basically on a gem patch, which means he'll be able to get a lot more tanks out early on compared to me, because I'm just starting on like orange gems. So it does make a big difference early on in the game. Now I did make a bit of a mistake here, because what I've done is I've built my second ore refinery before my second war factory, and I should have got that second war factory out quicker before that. So that was a little bit of a mistake. Hopefully it won't cost me too much. It's just good that it was in a free-for-all match and not a team match, else I would be in absolutely serious trouble right now otherwise. What tends to happen in free-for-all matches is people are a bit more passive, because they have to worry about the other players around them. And if they go and attack someone, they leave their base undefended, and they can get like sneak attacked. And that happens loads and loads of times in free-for-all matches. And what you can see is I'm building a service depot. And the reason I'm building a service depot is so I can build MCVs. And sometimes in free-for-all matches, it leaves you vulnerable early on, but you just have to take that risk. Because if another player builds multiple MCVs, which they could well be doing in any part of the map right now, it's going to put you at a serious disadvantage early on if you haven't done the same. So it's sort of one of those things. You leave your base less defended, but you're sort of like protecting yourself from other players later on if you build those MCVs. And you can see I'm just getting another war factory out to get them out really, really quickly. And you can see my ore situation is brilliant at the moment, partly because one of the boxes I picked up, one of the crates, contained money. So that gave me 3,000 more ore, I think it was. So that was really, really good. And you can see Cyan's done a bit of scouting on this side of the map. I think he's on the left side of the map. I'll get some Tesla down and just try and discourage him, because what he's seen now is he's seen I'm building MCVs, construction yards, and as soon as the player sees you building construction yards, sometimes that gives them the green light to attack you, because they know you're not going to have as many tanks at that stage. So what I'm doing is I'm building a few Tesla, especially you can see there's some narrow openings, so if he does try and bring tanks across, it's going to be very, very hard for him to get them through. And I am quite surprised actually at the moment that Yellow hasn't attacked me, because if I was Yellow, what I probably would have done is I would have tried to clear this side of the map first, and once you control the whole of the right side of the map, you're in an extremely good position for ore and space, etc. And for defence as well, because there's only certain places where you can cross the map. And I'm like obviously building my defences up in the top part, because I don't want any attacks to go through while I'm having to focus on the south. And as you can see, I'm just building up my ore refineries, getting a really, really good economy, getting lots of tanks out. And yeah, I should be sort of hopefully catching up now. I did have a, like, not a great start, but when it goes on this long, it doesn't really matter. Building that second war factory later has made no difference at all. And you see I'm just getting 3 ore trucks at this new ore patch. And I'm going to bring in infantry across the map just to have a little bit of a look at what's going on. And I'm quite surprised actually, I've met no resistance at the moment. I think someone might have done a bit of Shift A and selected all the units and taken them somewhere at the moment, and that's probably why I'm being able to get through without any scouts to block me or any defences. I'm just building another couple of construction yards or MCVs just because I can at the moment, and I'm going to build a radar dome. Now radar domes are really useful in matches like this where you're on a free-for-all, because you want to be able to see if people are coming to attack you from behind. And it seems I've got into Cyan's base. And yeah, absolutely no defences there at all. Now I could attack his base, but probably actually I'm going to pull back because I've got yellow. And if I attack Cyan, yellow could attack me, and yellow's probably my more major threat. I'm going to try and do something a little bit cheeky at the moment though. I've built an information centre, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a Tanya.
Construction complete. Unit ready.
So just getting a few barracks out there just to increase the building speed. And there we've got our Tanya. So we'll see how far through with the base we can get with the Tanya.
Unit ready. Building. On hold.
And yeah, it's really annoying when this happens, but yeah, you can see as soon as I knew that Cyan was there, I was building up Tesla coils. Cyan hasn't built anything, so he's going to pay for that.
Unit ready. Building.
Oh, and you can see there, I've seen yellow there, so I might have to defend, deal with him soon. So we'll see how this goes, because this guy's quite a good player. And you can see red's there, funnily enough. I don't think he's going to destroy the Tanya, surely not. And, oh, I've got Tesla coil there, but I've done a little bit of damage to Cyan. And we can see the yellow's building up, and he's got Tesla coils. So this is dangerous for me because my ore trucks are going to be vulnerable. So this is where you take all your tanks and go full on attack, because I can't let yellow get a strong hold over this ore patch, else I'm going to be in big trouble. But what you can see, the good thing at the moment is he hasn't got any tanks there, and without tanks, Tesla coils aren't nowhere near as effective. So you can see I'm being able to take those Tesla coils out quite easily, and I'm just building up some of my own defences at the same time. But you can see he's building Tesla coils really quickly, and what that tells me is that yellow's gone multi-MCV, which I would expect players to do if the match takes quite a while. And you can see now he's got his tanks there, but the Tesla coils are gone, but he does seem to be building more. Yeah, and Tesla coils and tanks are very hard to beat, so I do have to get rid of those Tesla coils really quickly, and also get rid of these ore refineries on this part of the map. So you can see we're trying to push yellow into this bottom section, and we're going to take out that Tesla coil as well. And yeah, we seem to... The only problem is that you can see that yellow's mining all those gems, so that's a big problem. And yellow's pushed into my base, so this is going to be... essentially we can stop this, and we do have Tesla coil defences at this part of the base, fortunately. And you can see we've also got tanks here as well. And this looks... We seem to be whittling down yellow's forces. It seems to be falling very fast. He's like trapped now. And I think he's pulling back. I think he might be getting attacked in his own base. And that is... Yeah, that's very fortunate for us. The only problem is at the moment I'm in a very difficult position because I'm at the top of the map, the top right. It isn't great for ore. And you can see my ore is almost ran out. So the problem is I'm forced to sort of like attack now. Now, Nose, red has been destroyed, so I'm going to have to try and take out Cyan quite quickly. That yellow's being pushed back now. I'm hoping that Cyan is attacking yellow and doing some good damage. And I just have to take this risk because everyone's on this map has access to more ore than me. Cyan's got the whole of the left side of the map, and yellow's got the bottom side of the map. And although the bottom right side doesn't contain that much ore, he has took all the gems, which were located at the top of the left side. So that's a big problem for me. So now we've got to try and take out as much of Cyan's base as we can, and we're pushing downwards now. And let's see if we're able to take this out. It doesn't look like there's too much defences here so far. And we've just taken out some power plants. We've got some Tesla coils here. We've also got construction yard here, which means he's got multi-MCV, so he's going to be able to build buildings quickly. And it's actually looking worse for me at the moment. He's had tanks to defend, he's had a few Tesla coils, and you can see how it eats through your tanks as you go through the base, and just the rate he's able to build those Tesla coils. And you can see at the moment I've got very, very few tanks. I'm trying to cut the power down on his base, but it doesn't seem to be working. He can build power plants really quickly as well. So this puts me in a hard position at the moment. So what I'm doing it now is I'm going to rebuild my economy. I've got some more tanks being produced. Just to defend from Cyan. So we're sort of locked on this battle now. It's not ideal. Just happy it's a friendly match at least. It's not like ranked or anything. You don't have that for free-for-alls. Otherwise I'd be in a bad position now because yellow's probably not getting attacked at the moment. I'll just hope he's been damaged quite a bit. We can see he's not trying to expand upwards anymore. Right, so we're in this fight right now. He's built some missile launchers. Now, missile launchers are really good against Tesla. They're not very good against tanks, though, because they have a very low HP. So if I ever see missile launchers being used by my enemy, I always try and take them out first. They do quite well against Tesla because of the good range and the high destructive power versus buildings. And yeah, you can see my ore situation is abysmal at the moment. I've got that middle ore patch, but my other ore patches seem to have run out. So we're just pushing through Cyan's base now, and yeah, we can see he's got damaged buildings there, and it does seem though that he's able to build things quite quickly, so he's definitely got access to ore still. As you can see, those tank numbers are building up again, and he seems to be pushing me back here. So I'm trying to take this fight, but you can see I've got lower tank numbers than he has, and he's also next to a war factory which is producing tanks all the time. And yeah, you can see I'm just getting absolutely slaughtered here, so I'm going to need to pull back. Right, so I'm going back to my base right now. And what I might do is I might just say I'm getting my reinforcements now back, and I'm going to see what it's like at the top side of his base. We can see where his ore trucks are, so he's still got plenty of ore here, and this is where we need to focus. We're going to try and focus down some of these ore trucks, and we can see he's bringing his tanks in, and he's got just too many tanks. I'm surrounded on all sides, and I'm going to get wiped here. There's no way I'm going to get out of this. All I can do is try and do as much damage to him as possible. So you can see he's able to build and recover very, very quickly. So I'm going to have to pull back to my base now. I have got Tesla defending it, but I've made a bit of a mistake, and I've actually forgot to build some of my tanks during this period. So yeah, I'm just going to get that extra power, make sure I don't run out of power. But you can see he's bringing his tanks in from that bottom side. I think he's actually split his forces, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my tanks to block this path here. And you can see I'm getting some good damage done here. I've got a Tesla placed here now, and you can see he's losing quite a lot of tanks here. And this has not been a good fight for Cyan. Yes, he's got rid of my ore refineries at that part, but it's been a pretty bad trade-off because he's lost a lot of units there when he did have a major upper hand.
Construction complete. Unit ready.
And yeah, I've got some Tesla there now, so he's probably not going to come back. And I'm going to bring my tanks through now to attack because I know where his ore patch is. And yeah, it's very unfortunate at the moment that we got locked into this fight because if Yellow's not been defeated too, I don't know what state Yellow's in, but he's had a lot of time to build up tanks and build up his numbers. But we can he's still not trying to expand, so that's obviously a positive sign. Right, we can see there's a lot of missile launchers here, and they have very low HP, so they'll be quite easy to clean up. I'm also getting rid of the ore trucks, because if I can cut off his ore, which is almost used up here, so it seems like kind of irrelevant now. But yeah, also my ore's been pretty much used up as well in my part of the map, which is why I've had to go on the offensive and just hope I can kill the other players as quickly as possible. So right, let's see if we can clear his side of the map. You can see he's not got much defending, which is a good sign. And if he's out of ore now, it means he's not going to be able to replace all those tanks. And he did lose a lot of tanks when he went in for the attack on my base, but the same could happen to me depending on how much Tesla he's got. but we seem to be pushing to his base quite easily. We can see he's not building any Tesla, which is a good sign. And he's got a couple of missile launchers there, which is probably not the ideal things to have for this fight. And it's looking very good for us at the moment. Well, it's not looking good for us in the fact that Yellow's had tons of time to prepare. And you can see there's some Yellow fighting there, so I don't know if he's fighting a few Cyan tanks. Those might be the tanks that moved down though. I'm just hoping that Cyan's been attacking him or been attacked by Yellow and had to retaliate. But it's looking very good for us at the moment. We're able to push down. And it doesn't look like Cyan's got much left. You can see that his part of the match, his map is almost completely bare. He does have a bit of ore there. I don't know if that's just because it's just regrowing or whether he's been just got rid of it. But yeah, we've got some Tesla here. This is where I was stopped before. But in that situation, he did have tanks as well. But this time, he doesn't have any. And it looks like we're going to finish this off. We just need to push through these final basic few power plants, this bottom part, and then we'll need to go for the attack on Yellow. Now, what usually happens is the team that's once the last person's defeated, the other person goes for an attack on the other player. Right, so we'll have to see now. We're going to go straight to Yellow's base. And we'll see how this goes. And Yellow's going for, well, he just seems to be going on a run for my base, to be honest. He's not going for my tanks. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to attack his base because I'm already there. I've managed to destroy a few tanks there anyway, but it looks like Yellow's got a lot. And I'm just going to build an extra power plant just to keep my Tesla going and build an extra Tesla. But what you can see is I'm out of ore now, and Yellow's gone on the attack for my base. And you can see Yellow's got an absolutely massive army. And probably what Yellow could have done, because he's got a lot of Tesla there, he could have just held me off. But he's decided to go on the base run instead. So now it's just a base race. It depends on who can defeat whose base quicker. And you can see I'm just getting rid of the Tesla first. You can see he's building a few more Tesla. He's obviously got ore. And you can see how much ore he's got on this part of the map still. So he was in a really good position had he decided to wait it out. But let's see if we can get through this. You can see he's got so many tanks. He's going through my base really, really quickly. I've got a good number of tanks as well, though. But yeah, not as many as he has. Let's put it like that. And we'll try and take out this service depot. We're getting to the final part of his base right now. And I don't know whether he's... maybe... I don't know if his construction yards were taken out or if he's... I don't know if I took one out. Anyway... yeah, he doesn't seem to have many at the moment, so we're pushing right through his base. We can see we've got the last few things. I'm trying to target different buildings with different tanks at the moment, just to get rid of them a bit quicker. And you can see he's going on to the last stage of my base, and I'm on the last stage of his base, so it's going to be a close one. It's whoever can get there first. Does he have any hidden buildings? And that is good game. That was close. Right, hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching.